Servus and welcome back outside. Today we go full gas in the south of Austria and we are putting something to the test. Can Zwift actually prepare you for real climbs? Because on paper the numbers look good, but out here same power, same legs, but a totally different experience. So today I'm back in my hometown near Graz for Easter, taking on 2 local climbs to see how well my Zwift fitness actually translates outdoors. First up, Michelbachberg, short, steep, 900 meters at 8.2%. We come in hot from a downhill, so the first challenge is to take as much speed as possible into the first few hundred meters with up to 16% gradient. I'm very motivated, as you can see, already accelerating up to almost 1000 watts, so around 16 watts per kilo. My goal was to punch over that first steep part and then survive the later half, because that's where you can really lose a lot of time here. In the first 15 seconds I'm 1 second ahead, pushing here still like more than 600, almost 700 watts here at the speed of 25 kilometers per hour and 10%, 11%, 12% slope elevation or gradient. So right now I'm going in really hot here, having a gap of 5 seconds to the current record holder or KOM holder, Philipp Sprüssel, also a well-known name here on Zwift. I think he's not that active anymore, but he used to race a lot. And yeah, my heart rate is already at 188 beats per minute and I'm still 6 seconds ahead. So the KOM right now is at 2 minutes 20 seconds. And yeah, 940 meters is not too long, but it can really hurt at 8% average gradient, because you could see the first half was really steep and it was important to use the speed from the KOM, from the downhill before, and yeah, just go in really hot. I'm starting to fade here. You can see I barely can hold 300 watts at this point, and I'm just 2 seconds ahead anymore at this point, and now I'm 1 second behind, and Philipp is having a lot more speed than me, so I'm really fading here, suffering really hard here to hold 300 watts. I definitely went in too hot there at the beginning. I pushed the new seasonal 1 minute PB, and yeah, I just start to fade, and it's still around a minute to go and I'm suffering here really hard, 3 kilometers per hour slower than Philipp at this point. And yeah, I'm just trying to push here as hard as I can. This is where the gradients kick in one more time. I'm 6 seconds behind. I'm trying to get closer there again, always checking my live KOM segment here, but pushing here more than 400 watts on these final few meters, 9% gradient and 7 seconds down, so KOM will not work, but I'm still trying to beat my PB, which is now at 2 minutes 31 from last year. And heart rate is still at 187 beats per minute, and I come in here in third place, 2 minutes 28, average 411 watts, 1 second behind second place and 8 seconds behind Philipp Sprüssel, who is KOM holder, an average of 22.9 kilometers per hour, and you could see it was an average of 6.7 watts per kilo. So yeah, I was starting really hot. I was 7 seconds ahead, but then lost it all in that second half. Next up is the Badlands KOM climb. This one is longer, more rhythm based. It's 1.5 kilometers at 5.5% to be exact. I haven't done that many outdoor rides this year yet, so this is going to be a proper reality check. You can push your limits and go all out for 2.5 minutes, but 4 minutes is another thing. You need to find your rhythm. And yeah, back to the title of this video. Outside you have to deal with gravity changes, a different position, an angle on the bike. When you face steep roads, you have to deal with wind, you have shifting gradients. You can't just push steady watts like on Zwift. Still, Zwift is great to work on your steady power output, but don't expect you can push the same efforts on real climbs at the beginning of the season. I always need a month or two to adapt to the outdoor conditions. Anyway, I tried to give my best and see if I can get the KOM on this climb. It was at 3 minutes 57. After the first minutes I'm 4 seconds down at this moment, but you can see I'm here in drop bars and the wind was very strong here, and I just tried to be as aero as possible at 24 kilometers per hour. And yeah, the wind was definitely not on my side for this climb. Also, the other one had a bit of headwind, but I still tried to give as much as I could here, pushing almost 300 watts at this point. But yeah, you can see 3%, 4%, but only 24 kilometers per hour. So that was definitely a hard task today against the strong winds with up to like 30, 40 kilometers per hour. And yeah, I still sent it there because I knew my PB was like 30 seconds slower than the KOM, and back then I didn't really push hard, so I knew I can probably get it. I was just comparing my time to my previous PB, so I knew I have to get a gap of 33 seconds to be able to beat the KOM. So I was not aware that I'm like really far behind at this point, behind the KOM, 13 seconds down, but I was just aware that I'm ahead of my previous PB, so I still thought I have the chance to beat the KOM, and you will see me push really hard in that next section, which is a bit steeper. And yeah, we'll just try to get over there. You can see here in that left turn, this is where the gradient kicks in again, and where we will have like double digits numbers in terms of gradients. So this is where it really counts to put in the numbers and yeah, make up some time, hopefully. More than 500 watts here in this steeper section with 12% gradient, and even steeper I'm 18 seconds down. But now comes a short downhill where I will still keep on pushing and try to make up some time. And this was also something that was definitely something I had to get used to after a long winter on Zwift. Like I always, when I enter a climb, I shift down, like get in a higher gear and try to get out of the saddle. So that's something that I had to get used to again, like that outdoor, like higher cadence just works better, and you just need to spin the legs to keep up the momentum. And I'm 12 seconds behind here on that final 30 seconds, so you can see the current KOM holder definitely slowed down here on that final part, and this is my chance to snatch the KOM from him. And yeah, I go all out to the virtual line here, and I take the KOM with 3 minutes 57, an average of 350 watts, 5.7 watts per kilo, 3 seconds ahead of the previous KOM holder, an average of 22.6 kilometers per hour at this climb here. And you could see that I lost steady time, especially after leaving the forest where there was the headwind, and then I could make up some time in the end. Alright, that was the KOM hunt back home. 1 missed, 1 secured. I'm happy with the power numbers. A seasonal PB for 1 minute is great, but at the same time maybe I went in too hot there since the effort was 2.5 minutes. So still not quite where I want to be climbing wise, but that's part of the process. Outdoor climbing just is different compared to Zwift, and I'll definitely be back for that first KOM. I really hope you enjoyed this different kind of video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. It really helps the channel grow. And tell me, do you prefer short, steep climbs or longer efforts? See you in the next one, which will be back on Zwift. Cheers and ride on.
Remember to subscribe.